Hi, everybody, and Merry Christmas. Tonight's Christmas show starts now. Two parts tonight. The first, a very special Christmas presentation of the Lifetime Achievement Award presented last night in person on Candy Cane Lane. A wonderful story for so many reasons, Christmas and otherwise. And directly after that, we'll go back to the Sagersville hometown Christmas celebration, Christmas parade for your holiday enjoyment. So please, everyone, enjoy tonight's special broadcast brought to you by, of course, our friends at Appalachian Wireless, Parkway Pharmacy, Lee's Famous Recipe, Don McFarland, Prater Drug, and the Seasonal Shop, Head Over Heels, McGoffin County Heating and Cooling, Sagersville National Bank, All Pro Gutter Works, McGoffin County Funeral Home, McGoffin Farm Bureau, and Licking Valley RECC. Merry Christmas to you all. Now, to the Gardner Farm we go. Visible from the International Space Station, well, and certainly from the Ivy Point Hill, it's like McGoffin County's own Christmas Field of Dreams. The Gardners build it every year, and the people keep coming by the dozens, hundreds every night throughout Christmas. And all of them welcomed with open arms at the historic Gardner Farm and Candy Cane Lane, where for years, and for many other reasons throughout the year, let's be clear about that, but where on Christmas, Ben and his elves dedicate their sites to putting up all the lights for all of us to see and enjoy. And this year, last night, it was a magical evening on Candy Cane Lane for this producer who tagged along with some special friends, marking this attraction officially as its own landmark on the landmark we know as the Gardner Farm, and marking December the 22nd as forever Ben Gardner Day in his beloved Sagersville and McGoffin County. But first, the Sagersville Renaissance's highest honor bestowed on the main elf himself.
Well, we're here tonight on behalf of the Sagersville Renaissance, and we have Pat Frazier and Emma and Sue in the background to honor a person, and it's one of the best things that I do as mayor is get to honor someone in McGoffin and Sagersville that has went up and above the duty that he's called for and done such a great, magnificent job for the city of Sagersville and McGoffin County. Not only with the Civil War, but with the lights he puts up and with the continued support for the city of Sagersville and McGoffin County. So the Renaissance has got a plaque, and I'm going to read it now for Mr. Ben Gardner, who has been one of our most avid advocates for advertising for McGoffin County and the city of Sagersville. With our greatest appreciation, we present Mr. Ben Gardner, Gardner Farm and Candy Cane Lane, with the Sagersville Renaissance Lifetime Achievement Award for your commitment, dedication, and service to the people and children of McGoffin County, Kentucky, December 22nd, 2021. And I'd like to present that to you, Ben, on behalf of the Renaissance in the city of Sagersville and McGoffin County.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Candy Cane Lane, forever making Sagersville famous, began back in the mid-90s. And to no surprise, perhaps, Candy Cane Lane was started with only 5 candy canes, along with a personal inspiration for them, an inspiration Ben says they brought with them to the Gardner Farm.
We started out with 4 or 5 candy canes, and interestingly, the material for those was donated by the Conley feed store over here, just across the river. And we had 3 or 4 strings of lights, and that was it. After that, things kind of ballooned out of control. So you see what we have now. When we lived away from here, in the subdivision we lived in, we had different streets that were decorated for different items, with different items. Candy Cane Lane, Bell Lane, and so forth. And when we moved back, the wife and I thought about that. That'd be a good thing for here, so we decided on Candy Cane Lane. And that's what we did.
And we weren't there just because of Candy Cane Lane either. This attraction has been steadfast throughout the holidays for a number of years, but Ben and the Gardners have been steadfast in inviting us into their home on the Gardner farm for years on so many different occasions, all of which the city and the county wish to thank him for and show their gratitude.
Whereas Ben Gardner is one of McGoffin County's most esteemed and revered citizens, and whereas throughout the years Ben Gardner and the entire Gardner family have graciously allowed the public to enjoy the history and beauty of the Gardner farm by hosting numerous events and holiday displays, and whereas thousands of people, young and old alike, have enjoyed the festive transformation each Christmas of the Gardner farm into Candy Cane Lane, and whereas Ben Gardner has been instrumental in preserving the history of McGoffin County by hosting the Battle of Ivy Point Civil War reenactment on numerous occasions, and whereas Ben and his wife Ruth dedicated a great deal of time and effort to the restoration of the Benjamin F. Gardner house that was constructed in 1830, making sure future generations can visit and learn the history of McGoffin County's first settlement. And whereas Ben and the Gardner family worked diligently and meticulously to have the Gardner farmstead listed on the National Register of Historic Places. And whereas Ben Gardner has been a dedicated and faithful member of the Syersville First Baptist Church for many decades, serving in various roles and offices over the years. And whereas Ben Gardner is a perfect example how to selflessly serve others, McGoffin County, and the city of Syersville, and most certainly being blessed and enriched by the numerous contributions he and the Gardner family have made to our community.
How much work do you think it takes for somebody to do all this?
A lot.
How pretty do you think it is?
There's a lot. I think it's really, really pretty. There's a lot of lights.
A lot of the impetus behind this really has been my oldest son, who lived away, but he was instrumental in procuring the materials for us, the lights and so forth. He was big on garage sales, yard sales, and end of season sales, and he would pick that stuff up and bring it in when he come in to visit us. Well, that's how we got one way we got so much stuff. And we've got stuff.
Yeah, you've got stuff.
Yeah.
And I know enough to know. I know the family, fairly well. This is not just you out here doing the work on this every year, is it?
No, it's a family affair. We all pitch in, and I just kind of supervise anymore. I think that's my best job is supervising.
And then there's Santa Claus, who, except for the last couple of pandemic years, has always been out after dark, twinkling his lights, giving kids full access to candy, and of course his knee or an ear, and not willing to give up that connection to our little ones. Ben now monitors Santa's personal mailbox, where hundreds of letters are answered every year.
What inclined you to take on that responsibility?
Well, before, for years, I sat out here as Santa Claus and passed out candy canes to the youngsters that would come by. But with the virus, we decided that it was just too risky to do that anymore. So we decided, what can we do to still support the children? And we hit upon the idea of a mailbox, and they can leave their letters here, and Santa will answer them. And they've been doing that now for a couple of years. And it's worked out really well. This year we'll have so far about 200 letters to Santa. Last year it was about the same, 200. And it's worked out real well.
Therefore, we, Matthew C. Weimer, McGoffin County Judge Executive, and James Pete Shepard, Syersville Mayor, do hereby proclaim and declare that today, December 22nd, 2021, is Ben Gardner Day in McGoffin County in Syersville, Kentucky.
Thank you.
And we appreciate you. And as I've said before, what you do here puts Syersville on the map. The news likes to come every year, and they advertise McGoffin County and Syersville. And I was telling my wife as we was driving up here, we got some video I was looking at the other day, and how much it's grown in the past 5 years.
Yes.
I mean, you've done a lot of work in the past 5 years. You all have. Sure.
Well, it's a family affair.
Yeah, yeah.
It just isn't me.
Well, you're the face of it.
Well,
You're a great ambassador for Cypressville and McGoffin County.
maybe
You
that.
really are.
Yeah.
You're the force behind it all.
There you go.
I don't know about that.
No, I'd say.
I'm pleased that we were able to do it.
Well,
You
we're
make a
glad
lot
you
of
do.
people, a lot of children happy.
Yeah.
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 I really enjoy it
How much?
a lot.
And so do we, Kendall. So do we. And you can't have Candy Cane Lane without candy, and Ben says he's just not real sure where all the candy and the little cakes come from, but they end up on his kitchen table from somewhere, all destined to light up the eyes of a child like only Santa Claus and Candy Cane Lane can do.
Did you ever think it'd come to this? I mean, did you ever think?
Not in my wildest dream. But I'm glad it has. You know, looking back over time, the Lord has been really good to our family, to the wife and I. And I'm real pleased that we were able to do this for the county. And there's nothing that gives you more joy, and I mean real joy, to be out here and listen to some of the children that come out and the enjoyment that they get from visiting the farm and seeing the lights and participating in activities here.
A true and absolute treasure to our community. Not just the Gardner Farm, but much more importantly, those who give it a purpose and a life. Ben and the rest of the Gardner family. Thank you to your family. Thank you to everyone. But wait, I'm not done yet. Just as a little Christmas magic would have it, just before I left last night on a cold December eve, count 'em, 1, 2, 9 wonderful little elves from the Burning Fork Community Church, coming to Ben's doorstep for a little Christmas cheer.
Brown young virgin, mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Joy to the world, the Lord is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare him room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your King. Good tidings of Christmas and a Happy New Year. Happy New Year!
Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you folks.
And again, until next year, Merry Christmas from Ben and the Gardner family. Myself and everyone here at Your News Today and the Sayersville Independent and the Big Sandy News and Independent Signs and Graphics. Merry, Merry Christmas to you all.